How's it going, folks? Phoenix here, getting ready to start a playthrough on New Woodshire, one of my more favorite maps. It's also one of the first maps I played at on FS19. So we're still working on tweaking and trying to fix Medicine Creek, make it where I can continue that playthrough. But for now, I'll at least bring you guys along playing on this map. So we're gonna make our way around to the store. I already have started negotiation before I even moved here about getting my first tractor. So we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at that. We're kind of early in the morning, day 2, early spring. I've been traveling to get here, stayed in a hotel last night, so we're maybe not as well rested as we would be if we had stayed at home, but still rested enough. We're gonna go try to get our first tractor, and then I'll take you guys to the farm. We'll get a look at the farm, see what the fields might need. The dealership's pretty darn close to the farm, actually, so I like that. Farm's off in the distance there. I think I can see the cow barn from here. We got a nice implement dealer right off to the side here. They're not too far away. Agraz or something like that, I think they're called. But we can get all our implements from them right here. There's also a place not too far away that sells manure equipment and buys and sells manure, different things like that. I think there's a few different dealers around here. We'll kind of figure that out as we learn the area. Right there's a gas station, so we might try to put in a tank at our farm, but at the moment we'll have to take the tractors down here to fuel them. But just off to the left there's the farm you can see in the distance, and the dealership's right out in front of us, so it's not bad, not a long haul. If we have to do any service, it's right there. I don't know what I want to get yet. We'll figure that out here in just a little bit, but let's get the truck parked here and look around, maybe find someone to talk to. Get the ramps down, ready to go. Alright, so let's go over here and see what they got. Look at that truck. Those aren't bad. Look at this guy. I have a feeling this is a little beyond our price budget though. But this thing's not bad. Probably too big for our fields too. This one's not too bad. I know this is probably going to be a little faster pace, or faster speed than the other ones I'm looking at, but that's probably too big. I don't mind this guy. It's in pretty good condition for the age it's in. What do we got here? We got a little 6135 or a 6175. Looks like this one's a little bit larger frame. Well, let's head inside here, and that's probably a salesman right there. Let's head in here and talk to them, see what kind of deal we can work out on this one of these tractors here. And bring you guys back here after we do all the fun negotiating. Alright folks, welcome back. So we did work out a deal. Definitely wasn't cheap, but we went with this one right here, the 6175. It's not bad. I'm two something horse. I'd have to look at the book to find out for sure. But it's got GPS on it. It does come with the front loader arms already, and we got the pallet forks to get us started. You know, radio and air conditioning, all that fun stuff. Should make a decent starter tractor for us. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy loaded up, and we'll bring it up to the farm, give you a little tour of the farm. gotta work on my driving skills. Alright. A little crooked. Let's see if we can't straighten her out. Okay. I'm aware that this is probably pushing the limits of this truck quite a bit, but for the short distance that we gotta go, this will be just fine. So let's get the ramps up. I'll get this bad boy home, show you guys around the farm, see what kind of equipment we're going to need to get started, what the field conditions are like. I think I can make it before that car gets here. We're only going right here. So there's the house you can see off in the distance. This bridge may be a little narrow when it comes to bringing a combine or something across, but we'll figure that out as we go. Got a two-bay garage over there for our vehicles. Nothing special, and realistically we don't have any kind of workshop, so I don't know if we'll be working on our own vehicles anyways. We might be taking them down to the dealership to get fixed. We might grab some basic tools and just put a small tool cart in case we got to do any kind of work. Alright, so get this unloaded. Let it warm up for a minute. I'll show you the fields. So we've got one. Wow, they're definitely in odd condition, that's for sure. Some fertilization on some of them are fully fertilized, some of them have no fertilization in portions of them. Interesting. So we got this field right here, decent mid-sized field. We got this nice long one right here. Field 4 over here, and then this is just a little grass plot fenced in over here. We got a small, little tiny field right here by the cow barn. So let's take you for a little tour. You guys see the house right there, and we got a little greenhouse for us to grow some vegetables and stuff. A couple storage and outbuildings right here. A couple more storage buildings over here. What the heck did we run over? Must be a little I-beam right there. Hopefully we didn't mess anything up. And down here we got our little silo complex. It's a nice little silo, I like it. That one right there handles fermentation. The person we bought the property from, they left a little bit of product, but not a whole lot. There's a couple 100 liters of some sort of grass type thing. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And then there is a little bit of silage and some digestate in the fermentation silo. We got another little outbuilding down there. We got a little plot plowed up over there too for doing a personal garden if we wanted. And a small silage bunker right here. We'll head up this way. Got the propane tanks back there so we can dry corn. This is the one big field right here. Off to our right. Getting the tractor stuck here. Should be able to make it up this little hill. There we go. So, if we come down this way, we got the bigger field off to our right. We got a little bit smaller field here off to our left. Looks like we got a little deer blind if we wanted to do any hunting or anything. Got that available to us right there. That's not bad. If we go back down this way, we'll head back down and check out the rest of the property. As you can see behind that outbuilding, we got a small chicken coop. And kind of one of my favorite small details about this property is there's a small amount of grapevines right here, which is something that I find exciting. I don't know if too many of you know my history, but I've been making homemade wine for probably about 12, 13 years now. So it's kind of neat to have that on the property. There's a couple of olive trees too. They haven't started getting their leaves yet back from the winter, but I'll come over here and make sure that they got an adequate amount of water and maybe throw a little nutrients on them. Get them going. We could have fresh olives. Come up here, this is that small field by the cow barn I was telling you about. Not a whole lot to it, but still a little something. This is our cow barn here. We're got a little storage building here next to it. We're gonna mostly be raising beef cattle, but I might grab a few milk cows. There's a very small milking machine there in case I want to sell a little bit of milk at the local market or just have some for myself. That's the little grass field I was telling you about, fenced in right there. There's a horse barn on the property. I'll probably end up picking up at least one horse for myself to ride, but I probably could fit at least 6-8 horse there. I could do a little horse boarding if I wanted to. Haven't decided if I want to take on that kind of commitment yet though. And this is my other field right here. Off to the right, this is probably the second smallest field I got. And then if we come back to here, we're back in the main part of the farm. So, as we can see, the fields definitely need some lime. They're all in need of lime, and there's some fertilization needed on some of them, so we might head down to the implement dealer and pick up some lime and fertilizer and probably a cultivator, start cultivating the fields. Get that underway. The implement dealer, like we saw before, was just down the road, back that way a little bit from us. So we'll go down there probably next time, start working on some deals, getting some equipment picked up, and start working our fields, getting them prepared to seed. Looks like the ground temps aren't quite good enough to plant anything yet, and I haven't really figured out my crop rotation. I don't know what I'm planting yet, but I will figure that out here shortly, and we'll bring you back in the next episode and start prepping our fields. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one.